Let's talk about Apple. All right, Big Mama. Let's see how that's doing here today. That is 282 high, 282 and change here. Stock closed at 271 yesterday. So Apple having a great day here. Dan Ives says Apple's in a golden era, end quote, and is near. The golden era is near. Excuse me. Gene Munster sees 10% upside, and Daniel Newman calls the outlook ripe. Remember, this comes on the back of incoming CEO John Ternus telling us that Apple is getting ready to change the world. You know, they haven't been burdened by this huge CapEx spend for AI. We'll see if that changes going forward here or what they do on the AI front. On Thursday, Apple shares drew mixed investor reaction after the company posted stronger than expected fiscal second quarter results and issued upbeat forward guidance. Wall Street analysts argue that the market is underappreciating the outlook. Apple reported revenue growth of about 17% for the quarter, surpassing expectations, with solid performance in services, Mac and iPad segments, and gross margins also came in above estimates at 49.3%, which is signaling strong profitability despite rising component costs. However, iPhone revenues slightly missed forecasts, and Apple flagged ongoing global memory chip shortages as a key constraint on supply. Looking ahead, Apple said it expects the June quarter revenue to rise between 14 and 17% year over year, describing the forecast as its, quote, best view of constrained supply, end quote. The company also noted that tariff assumptions and macroeconomic conditions remain unchanged in its outlook. Deepwater Asset Management's Gene Munster argued the stock reaction was too muted. And I'm sorry, I haven't scrolled down here. Argued that the stock reaction was too muted given the strength of the guidance. Quote, Apple up 4% does not reflect how good the guide was, end quote. And again, that came from Gene Munster. He went on to say, quote, in a vacuum, I would have expected the stock to be up closer to 10%. He added that while near-term growth may normalize, Apple is laying the foundation for its next major growth phase over the coming years. CEO is telling us that too. Meanwhile, Futurum Group CEO Daniel Newman praised the results and outlook, calling the guidance, quote, as ripe as they come, end quote. He also said concerns around memory-driven margin pressure appear to be less severe than feared and highlighted the company's overall strong execution. Wedbush analyst Dan Ives took to X and said Apple's strong June quarter iPhone growth outlook, solid services performance, and emerging AI strategy are setting the stage for a potential golden era. He added that the leadership transition from Tim Cook to John Ternus is also coming into focus, while maintaining a $350 price target ahead of June's Worldwide Developer Conference, or WWDC.